Hi, I'm Jen, and if you are on the path to thinking about doing a TEDx talk, there's going to be a few things to think about. Now, beyond the application process, beyond thinking about which events you're going to want to speak at, what kind of talk are you going to give? Are you going to be talking to the audience? Are you going to be talking to the audience while drawing on a flipboard to express your point? Are you going to be using animation or graphic design in the background to help you convey your information? Now, if you haven't really thought about that, or you're not really sure what's possible, one of the best things to do is to look at what some other TED Talk people have done and see what resonates with you. So let me share my screen and let's go and watch that. So here is the TED website, so TED.com. And what we're on here is the 10 most popular TEDx talks. So have a look through these and see who resonates with you. And then at the end of the TED Talk, it'll always go on to another one. So you can sit there and watch till you find one that works for you, or you could hunt around to find other talks that aren't displayed on this page. But let's go through some of these talks and let me explain what the potential is for you. So in this first one here, in the Simon Sinek one, he uses a flip chart and he's actually drawing on it as he's giving his talk. So as he's explaining his point, he is constructing a visual representation of his ideas. So the audience is coming along with his ideas as he's drawing on a flip chart. So that may be a really good way for you to do that if you're comfortable with it, if the low-tech version of it makes sense for your talk, and if it would work for the type of information that you want to talk about. So give his talk a watch and see if that could resonate with you. The second one I want to draw your attention to is the Brené Brown. Now, her style seems to be that she comes out and she talks to the audience. She doesn't use any visual aid. She's just really using her power of her storytelling, her words, and the way she crafts her talk together. So have a watch of hers and see if that is more your style, and that would lend itself to a good way to represent your topic. As we go down here, there's a couple others. So this one here, we talk about using a graphic designer or some animation. So is that something that would make sense for your talk? So if it would support your talk, if it would support the audience understanding what it is that you're saying, what it is that you're conveying, by all means, maybe that is something you need to do. The last one here I wanted to draw your attention to is this one. You can see it behind the speaker. He is using some very, very simple graphic design on some slides. So that may be another thing for you to do as well. If you're ever going to use slides as they move along as you talk, you want to make sure that they're timed correctly for your talk. You want to make sure that you got to press the clicker. In some TEDx events, somebody at the back who's taking care of the tech will forward it for you. At other times, it's up to you to forward it. It just depends. But you got to make sure that you get into the rhythm and the comfort with being able to do your talk in front of the audience and make sure to click along with that. And then as well, too, just to understand that sometimes technology messes up. Is your talk strong enough that it can be conveyed? Let's say the projector, or there's a power outage or something silly like that, and all of a sudden the clicker runs out of battery or whatever it is. Can you make sure your talk can sustain not having any visual elements with it? So that's just one risk you got to take when you're having a lot of extra technology, in which case you might want to go with the Flipboard because that requires no electricity and it never really goes on the fritz. So I'd highly recommend that you go to TED.com and take a look at some of the TEDx talks there. Just really pay attention to how the person conveys their points. Do they use any visual aids? What is going on with you, the audience member? What did you think of the topic before you started watching it? And at the end, did you have a better understanding of the topic? So good luck with that. Enjoy it. And I hope that you find some examples of some TED Talks that really inspire you to get your TEDx talk on the way. Good luck.